Hello, gentlemen.
What's up?
I've been trying to think of a unique way to have something to say
That was
besides
super unique.
all right, guys.
Let's get started.
You're listening to ISD here with Devonn.
And Pierce.
Vontrell.
How are you gentlemen feeling this fine snowy afternoon on a Monday?
Is it snowing?
No.
Okay.
There's snow on the ground.
Okay.
Does it not make it snowy because it's snow on the ground?
Well, it's not snowing. It's just a winter day.
That's all.
All right, guys.
Anyway, I'm tired.
I could tell.
Yeah, I've been up since 6.
Why you been up so early?
Work.
Do you like that new job?
Yeah, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm tired all the time now.
Yeah.
Because your first shift?
Yeah.
You didn't really do first shift at serving jobs. You can pretty much.
There is no first shift at serving jobs unless you're working a breakfast place, which
Mhm.
I would refuse to do because you'd have to be getting up at like 3 o'clock in the morning just to get there in time.
That
Which is
shit
like,
dead.
how the fuck would I do that?
Yeah, straight up. But yeah, I don't know how you do it. I thought I had something to say, but I lost my.
Yeah, I was
train of
waiting.
thought, So, let's get right into it. We know who Ari Lennox is at this table, obviously. So essentially, you know what I'm saying. It brings up the conversation, and she also made a point. Went on a rant to say that black women really get treated the worst by black men.
I
Mhm.
agree.
Essentially. Do you guys have any, I don't say experience in that because we're not black women at
We
this
are
table,
not,
but
I mean, it's all in conversations. I mean, if you think about it, like when I used to go to barbershop, well, I still go to barbershops. But when I was younger and I didn't have, nothing to keep me entertained, and I'd be listening to conversations. I mean, yeah, they was talking about anything but a black woman. So her statement has some truth to it.
yeah, definitely. And like I said, you hear the music, you hear it all the
Mhm.
course chords years. I told the bitch and this all this other kind of shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, facts.
Calm down.
I can definitely agree with that though, especially because like when you're, at least I know for me, a lot of the jokes I heard coming up, especially be towards women, be like, "Oh, you so damn black. You this and this. You like a fish. All this other good shit." So well, it's not good shit, but just a lot of fucked up things that have been said that since we were kids that are being brought up now. You know.
No, I agree.
Usually you come in with like a big swooping take.
No, I mean, I don't know.
One thing
like
I do want us to talk about, not to gear from this conversation, but a comic named Lonnie Love, she said that black men do not have a good representation of what a faithful household is. Yeah.
I could see that.
So you agree with her statement?
That black men don't have a good representation of what a faithful house. Faithful as in like
Faithful as in
relationship,
like the dude staying there, and like they don't have a good representation of a faithful man. That's basically what
As
she was
in like
saying.
one huge like one person to represent this, or one group of people to represent it, or just in our homes.
Just in our homes in general. Just in our homes in general.
I disagree with that.
Because you come from a two-parent
yeah,
home.
Correct.
that's-
You come from a two-parent home.
yeah,
I come from a two-parent home. So,
but I know people who don't come from 2-parent
Yeah.
homes. and
But
have
she
come
make it
from pretty
seem-
rough situations.
me
Very.
too, but they're not fucked up people like that. Like, she was making it seem like they're...
Some are a little bit, but not
Some.
all. But not all of them. Go ahead, finish.
She made it seem like we are all just fucked up because we have no clue as to what it is. So, I'm
That's
like,
wrong.
No,
that's
I mean,
very
I don't know.
wrong.
I do think that not just for black people or black men, but just in general, like sometimes if you do come from a home where either like the father isn't present or is like really bad, you know what I'm saying? Like it does kind of skew things a little bit for you, of how to act or like how things are normal things should be. You know what I'm saying? Not just for black people, but just in general. I feel like that's just an obvious, like statement to make. I get.
But I mean, being faithful at the end of the day is all about common sense. Is it not?
Yeah, I guess I mean, it is. I don't know. But I mean, if all you grew up in was not that, then like, how are you gonna say anything different? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, at the end of the day, like you eventually learn. But like, I can imagine it's harder for someone who hasn't really seen that.
Yeah.
To be like, that's how you're supposed to act when you never even had that to begin with. You never had the tutorial. You just kind of jumped into the game.
Right.
So,
Facts. I think I don't know what made her state. Maybe what made her say that statement was an experience that she had. Cause like to say
but
that.
she's not a black guy though.
Yeah, but you gotta know that to sit here and say a whole race doesn't know how to be faithful and
I mean,
like
she's
that.
black, so I guess that's why she said it.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
you shouldn't generalize. She should have just said men that come from broken homes have, a
But
harder
not
time
even.
being
Some men that
faithful.
come from broken homes are phenomenal.
Well, I know. I'm not. Obviously, not every
know.
single guy
I
is
know.
gonna,
I know. I'm just saying,
I'm-
like, what she said, I just don't feel she shouldn't have said it. And then she said it while she was dating a white man. I could see if she was, with someone black and, he's faithful and he's this and he's that, but you're not. So
I mean, I don't know if the white boyfriends have anything to do with it, but
it doesn't. but I'm
optic
saying-
wise, it looks bad.
Yeah,
it looks
that's
super
why I
bad.
said it.
Yeah, it looks super bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Just a lot of this back and forth and hate within our community is really shitty.
It is, because black people are there. We are our own worst enemies.
100% of the time,
Like,
almost.
yeah.
And that's the most fucked up part.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Black Woman. Have you finished season 2 of You yet?
No.
Damn.
I'm getting to it though.
God damn.
He really wants to talk about it.
I watch other shit, bro.
What else you
Damn,
watching?
Sorry. Don't Fuck with Cats. Have you watched that?
I started it.
Crazy as fuck.
Oh my God, do y'all
Crazy
watch?
as
I know
fuck.
y'all don't, but I'm finna ask anyway. Y'all watch
Pose?
Insatiable? Hell, I
Could
don't
you-
even watch Pose.
Did you bring a post to me once?
No.
Yes, you did.
I don't watch Pose.
Yes, you
So how
did.
would I bring up to? I'm
Yes,
offended.
You did bring it up. No,
You
you
did
did
bring
I?
up Pose.
You did bring it
You
up.
did
But
bring
I
up
don't
Pose.
watch it though.
But you brought it up.
Right.
You was about to bar that
I
shit up,
was.
bro.
I was about to bar you the fuck up. But I've been watching. I finished Insatiable last night. Like I've been trying to watch it since it came out, but I've been wrapped up in other things. So I finished it last night. It was some crazy shit.
Insatiable. What's that about?
It's about a fat girl who. It's about a
Oh,
fat
she
girl.
gets skinny?
Yeah, she gets skinny, but she didn't do anything to get skinny. She got punched in the face and they wired her jaw shut for the summer. And then she loses all this weight thinking that it was gonna, make her feel better, but it turns out it doesn't. So she's just like trying to find herself, and in the mix of her finding herself, she killed some people. And in the mix
What
of,
the fuck, bro?
I know, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. And then her pageant coach come out as gay, and then the dude that he was with was fucking with him this entire. It was a lot. It was just a lot, but it was so good. Like, it's a dark comedy.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But like, what's this trend of shows that we've been loving lately that's full of killers?
That's been it.
That's
for-
been a thing.
It's
Ever.
just, but like, but it's like our top. I'm late to the party then.
Actually, no, because I don't usually go for stuff like that. Only because my train of thought. So
Yeah, you said. I was listening to the recording yesterday, or the other day. It's like, yeah, because flaming up, killing people. Like, nigga, what? You really said
it
that
just
shit?
messes with my train of thought. Like I just don't like it when it messes with my
I
train
don't know.
of
I
thought.
think about it. Not killing
Right.
people, but like how would I have dealt with that situation?
Yes.
Like if I had to kill somebody, how would I have done it?
How would I hide it? Would I own up to it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have owned up to. If I killed somebody, I gotta hide it. Do something, man. I'm not trying to get caught.
Especially like after watching you, like I be talking to dudes and I be sitting there thinking like, this motherfucker lying to me. Like I should go pop up.
Then you gotta go put your hat on.
Yes,
Right.
and walk outside.
And my thing is like,
Like,
his disguise
yeah.
is never even that. It's not even disguise. It's just a hat.
it is.
So it's
just
like,
the
how?
hat.
I was like, how has
But-
no one seen him?
But I don't know if you noticed throughout the whole 2 seasons, he keep referencing like, oh, his white privilege. Like I'm just a normal white guy who's
He does say
blending
that.
in.
Yeah, that's true.
That
The
that's his
baseball
dis-
cap,
yes.
white guy. Then yeah.
Yeah, that's his disguise.
Mm.
Being
No
a
one's
white
gonna think
guy,
anything
it's
of
like,
it.
what?
And besides, how are they gonna describe him? Yeah, so a white guy with a hat on outside this house. It's like, okay, that narrows it down. Like
Right.
Man, my whole thing, I just don't see how he never got caught
Hold on, though.
spying on her.
Hold
I'm
on.
just talking
Of
about
course, he's
season
not gonna
one.
get caught.
But I'm
man.
saying, like, in
It's
season
his
one,
fucking show.
literally, had she turned around, she would have saw him. So, because that's how
Hey.
close he was every time. I'm like, oh my
Every
God.
That's
time.
the point of the show, man.
Or had she
Yeah.
just turned left out? Now we're talking about season 1. Had she just turned left out the window, which I thought she was gonna see him out the window.
I still can't believe she didn't have no blinds up in her house. Like,
I
who
hate that shit.
does
I hate it
that?
when I go
Like,
past somebody's house and I can see right in their house.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's
It's
a
like you
huge
asking
pet
to
peeve
get
of mine.
robbed.
Like, why would you do that?
Like-
Why do you feel so comfortable so I can literally see through your back, through your whole door, through your back door out to your balcony?
I don't know, but it's blinds in my house.
Mine too.
So,
Mine too. That shit is odd. But
like, ugh.
I wouldn't say, like, for me personally, I used to not watch scary films. I still don't watch like scary horror.
Me
I
neither.
still don't.
Me
Because
neither.
niggas
was
get
crazy.
scared.
Get
Niggas get scared.
That's the whole
us-
point of this. That's the point of it.
It's to scare you. But when Us came out, I wanted to go see Us, but I couldn't get past the idea of, like, say for instance, I leave the movies and then it's dark, and then all of a sudden I see another version of me. Like I couldn't get past that in my head, so I was like, okay, that's just not for
You
me.
got a very good
I
imagination.
know.
That wasn't even scary. That wasn't even. I
So
don't know.
that's what
to you,
my friend
to
told
me,
me it
it
wasn't.
wasn't.
Oh, you haven't
scary,
seen it
but
yet?
I mean, It's not.
That's
a
what I
scary
wanted to
movie,
see it, but I
man.
couldn't see it because I couldn't get past
It's
that
a
thought
great
in my
movie,
head.
honestly.
So I didn't see that. I didn't see Get Out, and I wanted to see Get
I
Out
still
too.
haven't seen Get Out.
Me
What?
neither.
Damn.
Me neither. And I
That's
wanted
not
to go
even
see
scary.
that.
Y'all tripping.
What you mean?
Grow up.
It looks scary. That shit looks scary. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, man.
Get Out. It looks a little fearful.
Nah,
To,
it was.
to be stuck like that? Yeah. I think that's what scares me about
So,
that
what do you guys
movie.
just stick to comedies and happy movies?
Action.
Actually, I'm a romantic person. So I like the rom-coms.
I hate rom-coms.
I don't watch-
absolutely
I don't
hate
watch
them.
rom-coms.
I love them.
They are literally
Like-
the same story every single time. Every
I be
single
so
time it's the same
invested.
story. You know what's gonna happen every single
I
time.
know, but I
though.
still be invested. Like,
I
How does it
guess.
get you every time? Like, what's the draw?
cause I'm lonely. That's how they fucking get me.
I guess.
That's how they fucking get me. Cause I be sitting there like, damn. Like I was watching The Ugly Truth before you came and got me, and I've seen this movie several hundred times. But every time,
Damn.
I know. But every time I watch it, I just get in my feelings. I'll be like, damn. Maybe I'm gonna meet somebody like that effortlessly.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
No. Nah, it's rarely like that.
Effortlessly. It just
really
happens.
Like that. When it
Rarely
just
like that.
happens. No.
Rom-coms are stupid, man. I'm sorry. I hate them so much.
Yo, you all right today?
I'm just cool. Not anymore with these whole rom-coms.
Nah, but I never really like. I'm big on action, comedy. Only movie series I've kept up with consistently all these years that I can really think of would probably be just Fast and Furious.
Really?
That's not even a serious
I was
movie.
gonna say that.
No, series.
I thought you was
I
gonna
Series.
be with
what?
Twilight.
Come on now.
No.
The Hunger Games.
Twilight.
Read the first book, and I watched part of the first movie, but I haven't read the rest of
Hunger
the books
Games?
yet. Yes.
Hunger Games is pretty decent.
The Hunger Games
It's
is
alright.
decent.
It's alright. I never watched Twilight.
I was late to the Twilight party, so what happened with me is with the Twilight thing, I started reading after I had watched the movie. I think I had seen like the first two, and then I read like, I saw like the first four, and I read Eclipse. And then after I read Eclipse, I had to go read Breaking Dawn because they had me fucked up. And then after that, I went and saw all the movies. So I was definitely late
Did
to
you
that
like
party. I like the book better than the movie,
That's
of
usually
course.
how it is, yeah.
But I will say, however, everything that was described in the book was described in the movie. Like they were very detailed about that, and I
That's good.
appreciated that.
Mhm.
So
No discrepancies, nothing like that.
especially when it came to their wedding, everything that was in the book was in the movie. I was like, oh, I love that shit. Like I do.
I got dragged into watching Twilight because I was dating this girl at the time, and it was just on, so I just watched it. But I never
And that was
felt
like
the desire
A
to
big
follow
thing
up.
when we were teenagers. So
Yeah.
It was huge.
yeah,
Never there.
It was like you couldn't escape it.
It was like that and like the Jonas Brothers,
The Jonas Brothers.
gigantic back
I
in
like
the day.
Jonas
I
Brothers.
never listened to it. I ain't got nothing against them. I just never really took the time out to actually listen to them because I just never cared.
You didn't listen to that one song and they used to be like, I'm hot,
That was a hit.
you're cold.
That was a hit.
That used to be my
Oh.
shit. What's that song is called? What, Burning Down, I think?
Burning up.
Yeah, Burning Up.
Yeah. See, I know.
That used to be my shit.
Did they have? They had that one song that the year 3000? Was that them?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Like,
I think that was like Disney
Other than
back when I was
catalog.
like a kid. Though. That was,
it sounds like it's a Jonas Brothers song.
yeah, I'm gonna look it up because that was a hit too.
Yeah. Disney has some
They
bops,
did.
low key.
They did.
They did.
And like a lot of the people who we look in society now
Yep.
is like, you know, Selena, Zendaya, Jonas Brothers,
Miley Cyrus.
They all came from that
I ain't
Disney
even
camp.
seen the Jack from Saturday. I don't know what I was going through, but I was just letting shit play on my phone.
Mhm.
And Hannah Montana, Nobody's Perfect came on.
And you rocked it out, didn't you?
Period. And that's it on that. Like, ooh, it was a party.
Mm-hmm. Personally, me, I just never got into Hannah, man.
Honestly, I think I was
Hannah
only
Montana?
gay.
Never got into Hannah Montana.
I think I was only into it because I was gay.
Like the show or the music?
The show. Like,
Never got into the show or the music.
I got into the show, and I only tolerated the music because I was watching the show. And then, you know, like when you hear something on the show, and you was like, oh, that's kind of catchy. And then you be like, oh, okay. And then you kind of find yourself humming it. That's how that happened. 'Cause back in those days, Nobody's Perfect was my favorite song.
I used to just watch Disney and it was on. I wasn't like the biggest fan, but I watched the show. What did you watch as a kid?
Nickelodeon Cartoon Network.
You didn't watch Disney.
You
at
didn't
all?
watch Disney at all? Like,
Not really.
You didn't watch The Proud Family, Kim Possible,
A
That's
little
So
bit.
Raven,
Not so much That's So
You didn't watch
Raven.
The
Sweet Life of Zack and
Replacements,
Cody.
Brandy and Mr. Whiskers,
None of those.
No. Zach and Cody, yes. Not
Sweet
on
Life on Deck.
Not Sweet Life on Deck though. I was primarily, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Johnny Bravo, Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls, Adult Swim, Nickelodeon.
So you didn't watch any like sitcoms of like real people with.
You watched cartoons.
A lot of cartoons. Any sitcom I saw was George Lopez, Fresh Prince.
I'm saying a sitcom that was geared towards
kids, not
really, no.
Not Nick at Night.
Right.
No, not really at all.
Ooh, speaking of Nick at Night, y'all know they bringing The Nanny to Broadway.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mr. Sheffield. I'm going to go see that.
What was the whole premise of the Nanny show?
She was a nanny.
Mm-hmm.
She was working at a bridal shop from Flushing, Queens, and then her boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes. And then she was on her fanny, and then over the bridge, and she ended up.
Is that part of the theme song?
That is.
Are you saying lyrics?
I was wondering.
I was like, oh, this sounds really good.
No, that's the theme. It's all in
okay.
the theme song.
I got you.
It's
I
all
got
in
you.
the theme song. So she knocked on the door selling some makeup, and then the father saw more. She had style. She had class. She was there, and then she became the nanny. So. Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
I love
I watched it here and there. I never really.
Oh my gosh! When they put that on Nick at Night, because I remember like little episodes from like when I was a kid. My mom, she does not like Fran Drescher's voice, so every time it would come on, she would turn. But then when I got older and it was on Nick at Night, I used to stay up at night just to watch The Nanny.
Mm-hmm.
I love that show.
I used to watch Family Matters.
I could never get into that.
I used to love that shit.
I just used to think it was so corny. I still think it's corny.
I used to love that. That's your chair.
Devon's a corny dude.
I am a corny dude.
He's into that. I'm dead ass.
Is my picture in your phone still that corn on the cob?
Yeah. Corny.
It's funny. I need to change a few pictures in my phone.
I only have like one.
Me too. It's just Messiah's I need to change.
That emoji?
It's not an emoji. If you look at the picture, it's a picture of.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's Michael B. Jordan and Chapman Bowleswick.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So you seen the picture before?
No, you talked about it.
Oh,
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, don't even try to finish.
I'm
Don't
I do need to change the picture, but every time I get it, like,
I need to change that.
She sent me pictures of like her and EJ, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make this her contact picture, but I never get around to it. I don't know. She's been telling me I need to change it, but it's been like that since. When did Black Panther come out? 2017? 2018.
18 last year.
2 years ago. It's been like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
2020.
It's been like that since the Black Panther thing came out. So.
Sure. So, personal discovery I made last night. High as fucking. All right. Let me start first. I tried to hit up. First of all, I don't want to be that guy. When every time I smoke, I was so high last night. I'm not trying to be that guy.
You turned it into him.
I
was so high last night.
That's like how some of his
so
conversations
high.
start to
Yeah.
now. Like, okay.
I'm trying not to be that
So
guy.
I was
It's
high
too
last
late.
night. And I did this.
I don't be talking about every time I smoke like I was so fucking high. No.
I mean, you're gonna be so fucking high until you're not. So
Yeah.
That's real.
yeah,
That's real. But I tried to use a bowl for the first time last night.
trash.
Nobody knows how to use bowls. Well, no, that's not true. It's not hard. You just literally just take your finger off the fucking thing. But what'd you do? Just like suck in?
For the life of me, of course I was hitting it hard, but for the life of me, I just couldn't figure that shit out.
You'll figure it out.
Someone literally had to hold it for me, and then I did it.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I just feel like honestly, am I the only one who like has? I don't know about you, but do you have certain things you go by when you're smoking?
I go by like name wise.
Like,
Rules.
No, like I'm saying, like say for instance, all three of us are smoking.
This is my bowl, Cheryl.
Yeah.
I mean, I name my bowls
do
and
that
shit
though.
too.
Yeah, I know. I
No.
probably do the same
But
shit.
like I'm saying, it's just certain rules. Like say you roll the blunt, you spark it, right? Because you rolled it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Certain people don't do that. And then another thing too, like smoking with bowls. I feel like that's a personal thing. Like it should only be like one other person who's.
I don't like smoking with bowls
Me
if I'm with
neither.
people because
Me
you got to
neither.
keep
Yes.
packing in. It's just like just roll a fucking.
And
blunt,
then the glass be all moist and shit.
Yeah. Then you just like
in everybody's mouth.
you got to
like,
keep wiping it off. I mean,
I
you could burn
can't.
the end, but it's just too much. Like I just want to roll
it
up.
Is. I feel like if
and
you're smoking a
it's
bowl,
easier.
it should just be two people smoking a bowl. If
at the
that.
most.
At the
most.
most. Because I'm gonna tell you, I done walked out of several sessions when they put a bowl in the air. Like I'm not doing that. Like I just can't. Like. Ugh.
Some people were just like, I only smoke glass. I'm like, all right, well, you're not smoking with me then, I guess.
Okay, and that's fine. If you had a glass blunt, that's different. But
That's
a
different.
bowl,
That's
Yeah.
like,
Do you still have that?
Yeah, I still have it.
How does it hit different versus a blunt?
I mean, it's just not. It's like not tobacco, obviously.
and it's healthier. You know,
yeah.
it doesn't make your lips
You
black.
can twist it and then like the ash comes out. It's not as seamless as they make it seem, or it just falls off. Like
That's how they make it seem.
Yeah,
They
you
do
have to
make it
like
seem
twist
like
it
that.
and then you gotta like knock it off. But sometimes like weed will come out with it, so it's like a little bit frustrating. But like it's nice though.
Does it get you any higher versus a blunt?
No, a blunt will get you higher. Like if you smoke like a blunt or a wood, it's gonna get you higher than or not. I shouldn't say higher. It's the tobacco is gonna add an effect to the weed, so you're gonna feel like the head buzz from like the tobacco. But you don't get that from like a glass or a paper because you're obviously not.
And then everybody is different as well. Because when I'm smoking out of a bowl, I do get higher than smoking on a blunt because it's direct contact. Like it's just weed. Like it's not wrapped in anything. It's just weed. And then whatever was in my bowl previously, it's nothing but THC in there. So I feel I get higher when I'm like doing it like that. But if I smoke it in the blunt and it's just me smoking, I'll get just as high.
What is the way to get like what's something you can use to get just high as shit immediately?
Dabs. If you want to get high as fuck
away, what is like what's something that's like get you the highest?
Dabs.
Do you put that under your tongue?
No. No. Oh man.
Not at all.
Okay, so dab, you can get like there's like wax, shatter. There's like all different types of like concentrates. I guess is what it is. It's not flour at all. It's like a goo, not goo. It comes in different forms. Anyway, like you get a rig. Have you ever seen like people like get like a torch and like light like a little bowl and like sit there until it gets like red, and then they put like the little something in there, and then that's a dab. And it's like just really concentrated. So when you hit it, it's like it hits you really hard. So
straight to the back of that throat. Yeah,
so you will be high as fuck like immediately. So like I don't necessarily like doing those. Like I'll do them if someone has them. I don't have them of my own. The only reason I don't like them is not because I get too high, because I can handle it, but like. I don't know.
It just takes a lot. It's hard on your throat.
Yeah,
and
it's really intense right away, you know. So like, I wouldn't recommend you taking it because you'll be fucked up. But like, like it's really intense, and I feel like it goes away faster than like if I were to smoke a blunt. But again, probably because when you're smoking, like you're smoking for a while versus just the dab, which is like a couple minutes of you just hitting it and then you're boom, you know. So, but that would definitely get you super super high. Bong hits. Really get it depending on how big of a hit you take and how big the bong is and stuff can really hit you too. So I mean, if you want to like smoke flower, you know, but you don't want to like to roll up and stuff like that, but you want to get like super high, you can definitely get like a bong or something like that. And you can take like one fat ass hit and you'll be like, whoa, you know. So there's ways of doing it, you know, and conserving weed if you don't want to roll up every time, you know. So yeah.
But go ahead, bro. I was gonna say back to what I was saying was important. But if you had a weed conversation, go right ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I've been rolling up in raw papers like the last few times I smoked. I've been getting higher.
Yeah, raw papers are pretty nice, man.
They are. It just takes a minute to get them in a good rotation.
Oh yeah.
Because after you roll it, they kind of burn weird. And then, but after they burn weird, it's like an even burn, and then it's slow too.
Depending on how you roll it. I usually crumple the paper up, and then I uncrumple it, and then I roll it, and then you wet it, and then you light it. That's how you
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That sounds like a lot.
Rolling it. Like I've just been rolling it, and then I felt like I was rolling it wrong because every time I would light it, it would just like the whole blunt would damn near catch on fire. And I'd be like, damn. So when I watched a YouTube tutorial, what I was doing wrong is you're not supposed to lick them before you put the weed in there.
No.
I didn't know that.
Because you're used to rolling blunts.
Yes. So once I found that out, and then I put the weed in there, and then I just licked it closed, that's when I got the perfect burn.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So that's all. I just wanted to share that.
No, it's all good. The more knowledge, the better. Are we going to take a dispensary trip, though?
I'd be down. I mean, I got to wait till I get paid before I start buying shit. So
me too.
I'm not just gonna walk in there just to
I
look.
get paid Wednesday. I'm ready.
But
Period.
so I was watching this video last night, and everything it was talking about being confident and being successful and all sort of shit. And, you know me, like I'm more confident than I have been in past, but you know, still something to work on. And literally, bro, everything that I've been saying to like you guys or whatever I say to myself, the video said the exact same shit for like 2 minutes straight, like just quote unquote. I don't see why people like me. Who really gives a shit? None of this gonna work out anyway. Like who gives a fuck?
Wait.
I'm gonna fail.
What video were you watching?
Let me see. It was motivational, so it was saying shit that people say in their minds. It wasn't like telling. Yeah, no. It was one of the videos that, like fuck up your confidence. I don't even know if they make those.
Probably. I'm sure some people are into that shit.
Damn, who'd watch that? That's kind of fucked up.
Probably
You'd be
like a
surprised.
kink, it's a kink of theirs.
Yeah, but switch your brain to direct mode in 30 seconds. So essentially what it is talking about, which is, you're on autopilot. It's just pretty much changing your autopilot is what I took from it. Instead of having your autopilot be so negative and shitting on yourself constantly like myself, you want to change it so that it becomes something a lot more positive.
Yeah.
But literally, bro, like as it sat there and it said every single thing word for word that I've been saying to myself, bro, I really had a moment. Cause when you're in your own head and you're all sad and you think you're so wrapped up in your problems or whatever you think are problems, you become so self-centered. You think the world revolves around you, that you're the only one that exists, the only one with your kind of issues. So to see that on that video and hear someone else talking about it and have it be word for word, bro, like that shit hit real different for me.
Yeah, man. It's I get what you're saying, because a lot of the time you'll be sitting here and you'll be like, man, why am I the only one that's not getting this, or why am I the only one that's like how everyone else seems to just keep moving forward and boom, and successful. And then you'll hear, like, sometimes you'll hear artists, that are successful, and you're like, and to you, you're looking at them like, damn, like it must just came easy to them. Like, it's, they just were born to make music and just could probably freestyle off the top of their head when they were 5 and boom.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you hear they're like, yeah, no, like the music I was making before was trash, and like I was super negative and I was doubtful, and I quit 5 times and this and that. So you're sitting there like, damn, like everyone has those thoughts, in their head. I feel like everyone's probably the hardest on themselves.
Yeah, we
you
are
know
our
what I'm
own
saying?
worst enemies.
So like, I mean, it happens, but I feel like you kind of just got to remember that everyone feels that way, but you got to kind of keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? So I get you, because I feel the same way all the time, man. You're always just really negative on yourself, but the shit you're saying to yourself usually isn't as bad as it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, to you, you think you're like the worst human being on earth.
Hell yeah.
And this and that. But everyone else thinks like, damn, like he's doing shit. Because I get that all the time. I'll see people like, oh, I see you doing this, and then I'm like, I don't see.
But you don't feel like you're doing shit.
Yeah, I don't see
That's
shit.
exactly
but I'm
how
like,
I feel.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and then you sit back and you're like, oh, maybe I am really doing something. But to you just. Probably because you're doing it and you're seeing all the failures and you're experiencing it, but everyone else is just seeing what you're posting and the success. So to them, you're like, you're doing big shit, but to you, it's like it's moving so slow, and I should be here a year ago. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, I mean, sometimes you just kind of sit back and be like, listen, like, tell yourself, everyone's going through this. Everyone's trying to figure out life. Everyone, especially in our age, everyone's trying to figure out like, what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are going to college and just getting regular ass jobs, which is perfectly fine. Some people, want to try to do something else with their life, and whether that's, acting, music, fashion, cooking. It doesn't really, I know all types of people doing all types of stuff. I know a guy that's trying to, I worked with him at B-Dubs. It was a couple years ago. He was a cook at B-Dubs, you know what I'm saying? Now he's trying to start his own. He has like his own, like, not a restaurant, but like a little pop-up shop, and the
That's
food
fire.
he's making is fucking crazy, man. Like, but he was just kept pushing. Going from B-Dubs to that is just huge,
big ass step.
You know what I'm saying?
Griselda.
Exactly. You feel me? So like, you just gotta. Everyone's trying to find their path. You just gotta kind of remind yourself that you're not alone in this. You're not alone in that journey.
And for me, like, I look at it and and all 3 of us here do great shit. But then I look at myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great shit. But then, like, I feel like if I really lean into that feeling of that I'm doing good, it's almost as like, will I be able to control that power or like that confidence or that, that boost on my ego? Like, what will I do with that if I really started feeling that way? Control those feelings. Like, I have a fear of myself going overboard and just being like this cocky motherfucker. But then the feeling I hate, as much as I don't like being wrong, which is, well, let me take that back, because not being wrong, that means I don't like learning. I like learning. But the feeling I hate is the feeling after you make the mistake. It's like, fuck, why didn't I know that? Or like, fuck, I'm at this point again. Like, fuck, I did this silly shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the point that I get that.
Yeah.
And I get like super like upset about it. That's the shit I hate. Yeah, man.
Well, I think I for me, because when I make mistakes, I mean, I feel, yeah, it sucks, because you're like, damn, like I should have known better, but you didn't, better. So like, you had no. It's not really on you. You just didn't know, but now you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really all depends on how you're looking at the mistakes and how you're moving forward. Like, you gotta once you make that mistake and you realize you made that mistake, you kind of sit there, think about it. Okay, boom. Now I know when I'm in the situation again, I know what to do. And then when you do get in that situation, then you can look back like, oh, I remember last time I did this and this instead of that and this. You know what I'm saying? So now you do the right steps and you get past that barrier. You feel me? So it's all about learning, man. You have to fail to become successful. So if you're always afraid of failure or trying not to fail. Like you're never gonna reach your full potential. You know what I'm saying? Because everything you're doing is a success, you're not doing the right things, or you're not taking the bigger risks. Like you shouldn't be succeeding at everything. You feel me? I mean, you could look at anybody you're looking up to, whether that's in music, whether that's in fashion, whether that's in politics. It doesn't really fucking matter. Any successful person, you look at them and they've done things that weren't successful, where people were like, nah, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? But they did it. You feel me? And then they learned from it and they moved on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you look at people looking in music, they follow a formula and they know it's hitting. And every time it sounds good, but you're not really moving forward. It's because they keep releasing the same things because it's safe, because they don't want to, take that risk and try something else.
Yeah, like, not to cut you off, but I read something that Kendrick's upcoming album may have some rock influence on it. Which, what I've learned, is a sidebar. What I've learned about TDE releases is that there will always be rumors around it, but half the time those rumors are wrong. Because Top Dog will come out and say some shit.
That's most.
They're a very low-key camp, though. Like, I only take information that comes straight from them.
I just wait until the album comes out.
Fact, yeah.
To be honest,
Me too.
You'd never know. You know what I'm saying? There's been last-minute changes on plenty of albums.
Oh, tons of it. I mean, not even during, because Kanye changed Pablo after it was released.
Yeah, and then re-uploads and shit.
Yeah.
Young Thug did that with Mannequin Challenge or some shit like that. When he
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy, yeah. When he put MGK on there.
Yeah, because the engineer, Alex Tomei, he just forgot him to put MGK's verse on there.
I don't know how you do that, but
yeah, I don't know. But he kept the original up on YouTube. I like the first one better anyway, with the two Thug verses. But back to what we were saying.
Because I didn't care for the machine.
I'd personally.
The machine.
Yeah.
The machine gun.
I don't like machine guns.
Yeah, he's alright. I mean,
no, I was joking. I think he's decent.
He's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan, but like he definitely can rap.
Me either,
sure.
but it ain't that bad. I was watching this decade wrap up thing, and they were saying how like the Eminem MGK beef was one of the best beefs of the decade. But
Was it?
Not at all.
I mean, help me catch up with beefs of the decade.
I was gonna say because I don't.
Drake, Meek,
Nicki and Remy,
Drake,
Nicki
Meek,
and Cardi,
Drake, Tyga. Drake has so many beefs, bro.
Drake,
Chris Brown, Drake.
Right. Drake versus Drake.
Drake versus Aubrey.
Right.
Yeah, but Drake had hella beefs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. A lot of them are really small, to be honest with you. I think Travis Scott and Tory Lanez had a beef, or they were gonna fight or some shit like that.
Did they?
There is a video of like Tory. What's up? I think it's with Travis Scott.
Oh, Lil Uzi and Rich the Kid.
I don't count that goofy ass shit. What was that about?
I don't know.
I'm not counting.
I know they had a beef.
So
unless they rapping, I'm not counting
beef,
that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Are we counting beefs as like just tiff, arguments on IG, or
I'm
are we
counting
talking like
rap.
music has been released as a diss to that person?
Music.
Okay.
Music has been released. So at least the ones that I can remember.
Remy and Nicki, Drake and
I remember Remy. Dog shit.
Drake and Meek, Drake and.
What we not gonna do is that. But
what'd you think of the beef?
Of what beef?
Remy and Nicki.
I feel it was irrelevant.
Why you say that?
Why do you say that? Would it have been irrelevant if Nicki won?
Yeah, it still would have been. It still would have been irrelevant because the whole point of the beef was for old girl to have some type of clout.
Oh girl,
Remy.
You gonna say her name?
I
was about to say your child.
I forgot it in that second. But yeah, it was just for her to get some clout, and I don't think it did anything for her. She's even said that she hated that she did that because she tore another woman down. And then if you look at it, like really, it didn't do anything. And then she released 2 diss tracks. The first one was decent. The second one was trash. So
I never heard the second one. I just heard Sheether.
Which is why it was trash. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really pay. I mean,
it really wasn't that big of a deal, really.
And then Game and Meek. Game fucked Meek up on that diss track.
Yeah. No. Game is low-key nice with the beats, man.
He can fucking rap.
I love the Game.
What was it when he went on that Chirac remix? Was that?
That was Tyga and Lil Durk.
Yeah, and he
fucked Durk up.
He came on that. I was like,
he came hard on that shit. I skipped Tyga's verse. Yeah, I don't really care to hear it.
Oh, Nicki and Kim too. If y'all said the last decade, that was like.
Did they rap at each other though?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Roman's Revenge is about Lil Kim.
Yeah, I don't listen to Nicki like that.
Stupid Ho is about Lil Kim.
So where their beef come from?
That's when Nicki came first on the scene.
People were? I'm sorry for cutting you off, but like weren't people accusing Nicki of like stealing like Lil Kim's like whole thing
the Barbie and shit like that. Yeah, that's where all that stems from. And Kim felt like she was being very disrespectful and wasn't paying her respects and shit like that. So that's where that beef came from. But Nicki did win that beef. So
why don't these rappers, handle this shit in private?
Because
it's no fun.
It doesn't give them money.
And right, to be honest,
That
all
shit
of
is so
these beefs it gets the money if you think about it.
I mean, there's been plenty of fake beefs, I'm sure. Oh, I'm gonna drop this track, you're gonna drop this track.
Yeah.
Probably know what they're about to say before they drop it. You know what I'm saying? Act bad, and then they drop a song together a month later.
It was just like when Nicki and Cardi was going into it, like that last go around that they got into it. Nicki was just promoting all her shit. Like she was still talking about what was going on, but she was just promoting all of her shit. And a lot of people felt that was smart. So.
There's a lot of beefs, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of rappers that like right before the album drops say some crazy shit or try to start some shit with people and then a week later, oh, just so you know, my album's coming out. It's like, oh, I see.
Really, bro?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Facts. Yeah.
Makes sense.
I just if I were to handle a rap beef, like if me and you had an issue and we were both rappers or whatever, I would come to you about it first. But then if their point is the issue and it keeps going on and on, at that point, I'm gonna take it to a track. I'm not gonna go on social media and type some shit up or anything like that.
I wouldn't type shit up either, but I mean, I guess it depends when it's hip hop.
Taking it to the track is damn near typing some shit up.
But that's because I'm a rapper. That's rap.
But I feel like when it comes to beef, depending on what it is,
That
but like,
too.
it's like if it's a hip hop beef, that's how beefs are settled. It's with bars.
Exactly.
Who can bar
Not-
me
not
up better?
tweets.
Who has a better bars?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I guess I don't know if I necessarily would. Again, it depends on what we're having a problem
Correct,
with. You feel me? If
yeah.
it's some stupid shit, then I'll just talk to you about it. But like,
Right.
if it's like some disrespect that I'm gonna drop a crazy ass song. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends. But I mean, sometimes it could just be for the just for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like just like a challenge between the two people, not even like serious. You feel me? So
I finally finished that Drake interview.
Damn.
I know.
You finished it? What'd you think?
It was a pretty decent interview. I thought I would feel some type of way
Okay.
when he said that he wouldn't forgive Pusha, but then when he broke it down, I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
I wouldn't forgive Push either.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Like the way that he
But-
broke it down, I wouldn't.
But then
forgive
if I'm
that.
Push, I don't forgive Drake because you name dropped my fiance.
yeah, I mean that beef's been going on
but that's
for the
public
longest
information,
time,
though. Really, anybody could have found that out.
Yeah, but you said in the song.
Again,
I feel like,
anybody could've
I
found
feel like
that
when you bring other people, when you bring family members into the situation, when it was just you and the other person, and then you start bringing other people into it, then that gives the other person like, okay, well if you're gonna bring up my family, I'm gonna bring up your family.
Yep. But
But
here's
for Drake though, he said like he's a rap nigga, like he lives the rap lifestyle. The rest of these dudes, like they drop their shit and then they go back to being in their family. So he was coming from a rap nigga's perspective. That's what he said.
yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is though, and it's kind of hypocritical of Drake, and I get it to be upset that someone made fun of his friend 40 because he's sick, but
Is Push not a rap nigga?
he's one of the rappiest rappers.
That's what I'm saying. So
Raw.
like, he is a rap nigga.
But my thing also is that it's a little hypocritical because a year and change ago he fucked with Cudi and his mental health.
yeah,
Has a whole bar in the song about that. That shit was fucked up to me. I was like, damn, bro. Like I didn't laugh. I wasn't like that shit was hard. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro.
yeah.
So
It's
what goes
different-
around comes around.
It's different when it's about you.
It is
you know what I'm
completely
saying?
You know what I'm
So it's
saying?
like,
It's completely.
I wonder if he ever felt that karma,
probably.
cause
I know a lot of people were
but I
shitting on him
mean,
for that too.
He
when
said
that.
it wasn't a loss because he got barred out. It was a loss because of the information, which I'm gonna have to agree with him. I like Pusha T, but I didn't really care for his last project. It was a decent project, but it didn't do anything for me.
What?
And I feel like what was
you didn't like Daytona?
no. And
Okay.
I feel like what was
Okay.
what really pushed his project.
That's how I felt on the
know,
inside.
he got mad.
But I was just like, okay.
I didn't care.
Okay.
I don't listen to Pusha T, so I don't care. But and then on top of that, what pushed his project the most was this beef. Like I do feel like if he would have never gotten to this beef with somebody, his project would have did something else.
Pusha T had the juice prior to the beef, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's under good music, and he just got promoted to the VP of good music before the album came out. So the interviews,
That's all fine and dandy,
but
like Drake said, who cares?
I don't know.
So-
whenever Push drops something, I know I'm
there.
gonna listen to it. You
I'm
know what
there.
I'm saying?
It's
It
optional for me.
doesn't need it. I feel
It's
you.
definitely.
I
optional for
I
me.
guess it just depends what type of hip hop you're into. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm a fan of it, and I don't think the song wasn't. No one knew it was a beef until the last song. You know what I'm saying? So and
Right.
every song before that was
Overshadowed
That's
his
true.
whole
high.
project.
Every
That's
song before
true.
that was
My whole
high.
point is
That's true, though.
It overshadowed his whole project, and I
don't
do
think it
feel
did.
like I think it did because I didn't.
But
hear
you're not a
nobody
Pusha
else.
T fan.
Yeah,
But
so
that-
of
that's
course
what it
it
is.
No, but even
You're not a
when
Pusha T
it was
fan.
happening, nobody was talking about his music. Everybody
They
was
were.
They
talking
were.
about that.
They were,
They were
though.
talking about that.
They were
last
literally.
song
It was
on
literally
the album. Like
hip hop. It was a fucking nominee for the hip hop album of the year.
yes, bro.
Like it's not. You're not gonna get that off.
Did he
of
win it
diss.
though?
No, fucking Cardi B.
No,
won
no,
it. Come on,
don't
Grammys.
even go to those wins, bro.
Hey, like, come on now.
I didn't know you were talking about the Grammys. I thought you was talking about like the BET Hip Hop Awards or something.
I don't give
Like-
a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about no more award shows no more.
Oh,
This boy
man.
got hot.
Did he win? Don't ask me that. You know how I feel. No, but
No, the same though. Award shows be on bullshit,
Yeah.
but continue.
I was just saying, like, I don't know. For me, people were talking about it. Like, from what I was looking at and shit like that, people were talking
And
about
the
it.
hip-
From what I was looking at, nobody was talking. Everybody was talking about the beef.
In the hip hop
So-
sphere, see, I think it all depends on literally who we follow, what kind of pages do we follow, who do we listen to for opinions, like when a reaction or whatever goes up, who do we run to? You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is.
Because, go ahead.
How did you hear about the beef?
How did I hear about?
Yeah.
I listened to the album, and when I listened to the album and I heard the song, I'm like, oh shit, they finna go through it. And sure enough, a week or two later, they was going through it. That's how I found out.
They've been
about
going through it for a minute though.
Yeah, they were, but I'm
Re-
saying like
re-
this
really,
is
it's-
finna blow that up.
It's
like,
it's really been a Young Money, Cash Money, good music thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Push and I ain't gonna say Kanye. Push has been poking shots at Birdman for years.
But Kanye been poking shots at Kanye. Kanye been poking shots at Kanye.
He kind of.
Low-key,
has.
yeah. Low-key, yeah.
But Kanye been taking shots at Drake for years too. So
But right, it evens out. I'm not trying to
It-
say
it
one.
does
I'm not
evens
trying to
out,
say one's
like-
better than the other. But this shit's just been brewing. It just finally came to like a fucking head.
right, but like once I heard that song and then what he was saying in the song, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be what they're gonna be talking about for the next 2-3 weeks. So that's like I went and listened to the album. I listened to all Kanye's projects when he did it because it was like 7 albums he put out that summer. So
Last summer it was.
no, the summer before that was with,
Damn, oh my God, we're in 2020. Shit,
yeah.
that's right. It was 18.
yeah, and he did the Kids See Ghosts, the Keep the Same Energy.
That was a great album.
Yeah, what Keep the Same Energy?
No.
Kids
Kids
See
See
Ghosts.
Because Keep the Same Energy was a good album.
He just could have handled it better.
Yeah,
They dropped the ball on Tiana,
and then
which is fucked up.
each album was 7 songs. So
Yeah, I think that was like a whole theme.
It was.
Yeah.
The Nas album was left to be desired. I'm kind of upset I bought that shirt because I don't really fuck with the album like that.
what Niles album?
Nas album.
That's what I said.
It's a dope. It's a nice album cover though.
The album cover's
So, I mean,
gorgeous. The
so,
album
I mean,
cover's
you
great.
You just didn't fuck with the album?
Not as much as I thought I would. No. And that's I broke my rule of buying vinyl before I hear the album because I only buy it if I hear it. And I was like, man, I'm buying this shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
Kanye, Nas?
Yeah.
Nope.
But for me, I still listen to the song.
That
Infrared's
shit
not even the
fire.
song I listen to off of
It's
that
not.
album.
It's
Like, I
honestly,
listen-
that's not even the best song on the album.
it is.
The games we play to me is the best song.
I
on the
like.
album. And if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Hard Piano, I think is fucking hard.
That shit is beautiful.
The whole album. The whole album is hot. That's what I gotta say.
I'm surprised you don't like it, bro.
Like what? The Daytona project?
Yes.
I just
Now, when you don't like something, is it like kind of like why I don't really fuck with Nicki? Is it the whole thing, or is it literally just the way it sounds?
no. I feel like you not fucking with Nicki is a personal thing. I don't really like.
What do you mean personal?
Like you just personally do not like her. That's why I feel like you don't fuck with her.
Nah, I just get annoyed.
with what though?
Same shit. Everybody gets annoyed with the Queen Radio, the antics, the screaming all the time. It's
That
just
doesn't
like,
tell
bro,
me
like,
what
for
you're annoyed with.
I just told you I was annoyed with.
You said the same shit everybody else. That doesn't really pinpoint anything. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, okay. Let me rephrase my sentence. I just get tired of the antics, bro. It's always something extra. The way she handled that whole Astro World versus
she had a point though. I feel like Nicki is only vocal when she has a point.
no, because she be vocal about some real dumb shit too.
No.
Which you've already agreed in saying that she
I've already
brings
agreed on
goofy shit.
that, but like when she's talking about shit like that, even I've debated that. So that was
I don't
valid.
even- man.
That was very valid.
If I was an artist, bro, like there's only one album can be number one. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
get that.
It's like if you're number 2,
That's fucking
you're number
great.
2. You know what I'm saying? And it could be like one album sale. You know what I'm saying? But I
And
don't know,
her
man,
album
it's-
still did good with no publicity
Right.
because everybody blackballed her. So if you had a blackballed album and it's still like your singles still went platinum, your album still went platinum, I wouldn't have been complaining. 'Cause
I wouldn't even say like I'm sorry. For
no,
cutting you
I'm
off.
just saying. I'm a platinum selling artist. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. But
That's my thing. Like, what? That's what I'm saying, bro.
But all of a sudden, this person, like he's been on. Don't get me
This
wrong.
person. Don't
He's been
disrespect
on.
Travis
I'm not
Scott. Like,
disrespecting
okay,
him.
because
I'm
you
not disrespecting him, but I'm not disrespecting him. But I'm just speaking in general. So this person, he has a baby by another famous person, and she tweets, and all of a sudden,
that's her man, duh.
but I'm just saying though, like, what would have happened had she never tweeted?
Sycamore still going on.
Kylie Jenner is not the reason that Travis Scott is Travis Scott.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
it's not the reason why Astroworld.
And people were waiting on Astroworld. Like Astroworld's
people were waiting on
for a long time.
They
so
were.
So Kylie Jenner is not the reason that went.
But she played a part. That's all I'm saying is that she.
Well,
played a part.
that's her man.
Like,
of course, she played a part.
We've had this conversation numerous times.
We have.
We don't need to rehash
on and off,
and it's done.
Yeah.
So they are getting ready to release new projects.
Before I get mad.
Like, oh my god! I don't know why I wear a sweater up here. It's so fucking hot
as fuck.
I'm starting to warm up a little bit too.
Oh man.
Yeah, but where the fuck were we even at?
You finna talk about the Royals?
We were talking about beefs.
We was
beef. So then how the fuck we get on rap beef? Oh, I think I was talking about my personal discovery. So yeah, and all in all, self positivity. Love yourself. No, all in all though, honestly, I'm feeling better. I'm definitely not to harp on this too much. I do feel like I talk about this. I start to feel bad because I talk about the shit so much.
What?
Like being better, being more positive, and how I'm feeling. I be talking about that shit so much. I feel bad for y'all as my friends because I just literally just be say that shit all the time.
I definitely want to talk about this last thing.
Like, fuck, damn.
I know.
Be happy. No,
that's how I feel.
Get over it.
But is it the last point you said?
Yeah. How far do you let your friends or people you care about spiral out of control?
I brought that up because of the video with AB today. And for those who may not know who are listening, Antonio Brown is a former NFL wide receiver, former star who's just been like past year and really this NFL season just really gone down the tank.
It's pretty sad actually.
It's very sad to see.
I got one thing to say about this comment in the notes. You can't help nobody that does not want to be helped.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts. That's facts. So then I don't like obviously, without giving away too much information, do you have any like examples or situations where or like you try to help someone out and like you
No, because usually if I'm trying to help somebody, I'm only going to try to help somebody out if I see them trying to help themselves. I'm not going to go out my way to go and help somebody when you're not doing anything for yourself. So I feel like people who wait for somebody to do something for them, you don't really want it. You don't really care to have it. So why should I if you don't? Like I can't care for you.
Right.
So
and it becomes toxic to yourself at a certain point too.
It does. So, and literally, like, all of my friends, whoever I'm helping, they are helping themselves, which is why I'm helping them. So,
how you feel
about the whole helping people? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, but like if I see like my friends going down the wrong path, I'll mention something to them. But again, like if they're just not taking the advice and they don't want help, then I'm like, I can't do
And there's
anything.
only so much you can say.
Yeah, and plus, like, you don't want to like get to the point where you're bringing yourself down, trying to help them out, and then like because they're not getting better, now you're getting up. You know what I'm saying? So at a point in time, even though they could be a really good friend of yours, it's like okay, like, but like I'm trying to help you, but I can't. I still have to help myself at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's gonna take for them to hit rock bottom for them to be like, all right, I need to chill out or do something else. But you can't make them hit rock bottom for them. You feel me? Like they have to do it themselves. So like, yeah, I mean, it sucks because you're just watching them spiral out of control depending on what's happening to them. But like, you can only do so much.
And then sometimes we can't even help other people until we help ourselves. So
That's real.
Exactly.
That's real. That's
Exactly.
really real. Like I look at it in terms of like an AB type situation where obviously I'm sure at some point some of his friends told him like, yo, put the phone down.
I think it's people around him.
Yo, don't say that. It's typically when it's celebrities and people have a lot of money or fame, it typically is people around him.
Yeah, because they're probably funding their lives, so you don't want to sit here and talk shit about them because I'm like, all right, well I'm not gonna give you any money, or you can't buy this and that, and now they're like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? So
I know
like,
if I was to get famous and it was just a bunch of yes men around me,
I wouldn't want that.
Hell
I wouldn't
no.
want
Like
that.
I would need someone to be like, yo,
Some people want
you
that.
need
Some
to
people
chill
want
out.
that though. Some people
No.
want their
egotistical
ego
shit.
stroked and shit, and be like,
Nah.
yeah, you're a genius, man. Keep going, even though that shit's trash. You know,
It
what I'm
is
saying? You feel
trash.
me?
And then how can you know if you're doing wrong if everyone is telling you you're doing
Exactly.
Right.
So I know if and when I get famous, I'm gonna probably have the same people around me to be like, yo, you doing too much, because they tell me that now. So
Yeah.
And it skews how you see yourself and just reality, because if you got everyone saying you're amazing, then you're gonna start thinking you're amazing, and then everyone's gonna be like, no, you're really not though. And then like, and then I see it happening all the time with famous people.
Yeah, and I would damn near do some like type industry test shit. I feel like if there's a bunch of new people around me, which there won't be, I would literally be like, I would say it's like, yeah, y'all trying to get some meth tonight?
Y'all trying to get some meth tonight?
They'd be like, yeah, we can do that. You're out.
Motherfuckers be like, no.
So you just tested motherfuckers.
I think I would. I'd be that paranoid. If a bunch of, I'm not gonna have a bunch of new people around me. When I take off,
people around me
I'm not. It's gonna be the same.
I would just tell people from the jump, like, yo, like, if I, like, depending on what I'm doing, if I was, like, making music or acting or designing shit, I'd be like, yo, if it's not good, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just say yes, because that defeats the whole purpose.
Part of my entourage.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, let me know. I'd rather have people say, no, this is ugly or this is trash or this sounds horrible versus people just being like, yeah, man, keep going. Because it's like, you know.
And you can kind of tell which celebrities have a bunch of yes men around them.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that. Like, I used to, when we, all three of us really first got on, really when I started throwing ideas towards you and me, it was just me and you, I would throw ideas out. And a lot of times, I mean, often with ideas, you get more no's than yes anyway.
Yeah.
With anything. So when I throw it and I get no's, I'll be like, fuck. Okay. Well, what the, no. Fuck. Okay. What was it? No. Fuck. Okay. And after a while, I got discouraged. But I know y'all didn't mean that from a bad place.
No, but with you have this thing, like, when you get an idea in your head, it's like you have to see it through. And if you don't see it through, everything is wrong in the world. So
some terrible shit. It's some terrible shit. I'm working on that one too.
When you just be listing off shit, and I be like, he be beating me to the punch saying no, and I be like, cool.
Yeah. I was like, nah, you just like exclamation mark.
Man. That's simply how it goes. That's simply how it goes. And then Kendall just won't say anything.
Yeah.
And he'll pop in eventually. Like, y'all trying to smoke?
That's about it.
That's pretty much how the group chat goes.
Yeah.
But like I said, all in all, I've learned to appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. As you should, because it's not like we're telling you, like, nah, it's just complete trash. It's like, nah, go back to the drawing board.
Yeah. So I appreciate the no. I would say y'all not no man. Y'all just real.
I mean, would you rather just be like, yeah, man, yeah?
Because if we did that, then we'd be struggling right now. We'd be struggling right now.
Oh man, and then everything would be a mess. It'd be completely chaotic if you just had a boatload of.
It'd be some ADD shit going on.
Yes.
Because I'd be the only one doing it.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I do appreciate you guys to the fullest. But in terms of me helping out a friend, you guys know I would do a lot for someone random. But for people I fuck with, I'll go to the moon and back.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But in terms, why you shaking your head?
You saw that?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not saying no, you wouldn't. It's just like, shit. You know when you meet somebody and then all of a sudden they just care entirely too much. You are that person. Like, man.
He really is, man.
Yeah.
He really is.
Care entirely too much. And I'm like, bro, I don't even care that much. Like, and I'm going through the shit.
For real.
Like,
that's real. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? Under construction. But I can only do until it starts to fuck with me. Or if I see that person not trying. Because then I'm going to lose my patience.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Because then I'm going to get mad. But then me getting mad at the situation and cussing at that person who could be really going through some shit or whatever, it's not going to help the situation at all. Mm. So at that point, I just got to pull myself back. Like, you know,
get you cut off.
Like, bro, you got it. Go ahead, bro. Do your thing. I've listened. As long as I know I checked off every single box that I could to make whatever situation better.
But why do you feel like you have to check off those boxes? I've never understood that. Like, why do you feel you have to do anything?
To do everything that I can to make it better. I
know
I can't fix everything.
Like, why do you pick up that burden?
That person
yes.
to come in and save somebody, to be the savior.
Know. I told him I feel like he gets off on it. Like,
probably. Yeah. I could see that. Like the you guy, Joe.
Nah,
Joe was different. He just wanted to.
That nigga kill it.
Will.
This motherfucker just want world peace.
You want to save people.
Yeah.
You want to come in and save people.
Yeah. I don't know. It just comes from when I'm in that mode, I feel like I can help somebody. I see it and I see a bunch of different things I can do. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's get from point A to point B.
Yeah, but then you do that, and then you start losing focus of you and what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because then you get so involved in their lives and trying to help them. Yes. And even then, not saying that this happens with you, but like not everyone is trying to be. Some people can take that the wrong way. You know, like you come, oh, we gotta do this. It's like, damn. So you don't think I'm doing this correctly? You know what I'm saying? You don't think I can handle this? You got to come and save me. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone wants that. You know, sometimes you could just be a voice like, yo, like this would be cool, or like just let them know, like if you need something, I'm here, type shit. You feel me? You don't gotta just be like, hey, I'm here, I'm ready to do this and this and that.
Or sometimes people just want to confide in you just to get it off their chest.
Yeah.
They're not looking for you to do anything.
Yeah, some people just want to vent. They don't need advice.
Yes. not advice. They don't need you to take action.
They don't need you to take action. Real
advice, sure, but they don't need you to take action.
Yeah.
So
I'm learning it, cause it's just definitely cause again to me it just seems like it's coming from a good place, and to my mind, obviously I'm not trying to maliciously fuck up anybody, but in my mind, when I get into that go mode, it's just like I only see upsides, at least in my mind. But now I'm learning to see for how the other person may feel about it, or would they want any help, or how delicate that situation is to them.
Because you feel like if you can do it and then it's done, it shouldn't be no problem no more.
Yeah.
That's not always the case.
Yeah.
We hate to break it to you.
Nah, it's all good. Because that's how I see it. Like, I literally see it as, oh, this screw is missing? Okay, well, let me go through hell. Let me put this screw back in here that we straight. Oh, wait, but that screw's missing. And, oh, this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if I just plug that one hole in the boat, fuck it, we good.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Not always. But I get you, though. I get you. It comes from a good place.
It really does, bro. It does. It definitely does. And when I tally up things that, you know, I like, because I talked to myself in the mirror today about, like, things you like about yourself, you know, shit like that. And I was saying, you know, you have a good heart and all this other good shit, but it definitely does get me in situations, or at least has before, where it's just like, goddamn, bro, like, either you don't have to do all that. I have had someone try to take advantage of me.
You have?
They tried. I've yet to be taken advantage of, at least to my knowledge, like super duper fucking crazy.
What they try to do, if you don't mind.
Oh no, I don't mind at all. Fuck them.
Oh man, okay.
So he's cool with him. I don't give a fuck about him.
Me?
You cool with him?
Who?
You know the two.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't save him.
I ain't trying to say.
Let this chopper fly.
I am not trying to save him.
So-
I'm not trying to save him. I'm actually very disappointed in him right now.
And me?
No, him.
Yeah, fuck
Two.
that nigga.
Two? Okay, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the two girls.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the two Dariuses.
No.
Okay.
No.
I got two friends named Darius.
One of them try to take advantage of me?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the
No,
fuck?
I'm
like-
just disappointed in the second Darius.
I got you.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll go on that. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what happened, right? One of, I think it was their birth. No, my birthday was first, right?
I don't know.
His birthday was first.
Okay,
Your
my birthday
birthday
was first or whatever,
His birthday was first.
and then you know I
The black one was in October and the last one was in November.
Okay, cool, because you know fuck them.
Yeah.
But so you know I thought we were cool, and this also helped. I'm grateful I went through this because this helped me understand the definition of a friend. Right? So I thought we were all cool like that. And I was like, yo, for my birthday, like, can I get some lemons? Can y'all cook me some shit? You know what I'm saying?
You
Lemon
just
squares.
asked?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they said yeah.
Okay.
They did say yes, right? So that happened and everything. But they tried to make some extravagant plans. I'm just like, bro, I just kind of want to kick it in my house and be a low key on my birthday.
Yeah.
So I hit up my birthday. I'm like, hey, if you did that, I'm not coming. It's like, oh, it's okay. I show up the next day, and they're like, we threw you a picnic. We did all the other good shit, all this other good shit, yada, yada, yada. So I feel like shit.
Yeah.
I feel like a dick. I'm like, damn, they cooked for me. They did a picnic. I didn't even show up. What the fuck is wrong with me? I felt like an asshole for a while. And then they kept letting this run on and run on and run on. And I legit felt like an asshole.
Yeah.
So then one of their birthdays comes around, and I was just like, yo, I feel kind of bad. Like, what do you think you want for birthday? Oh, like a little basket, whatever. I'm like,
Not any basket though.
but hold on.
Let me tell them the type of basket.
I know, I will get to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to that. Initially, it was a Dollar Tree basket. Remember? Initially, it was like, let's just look basket.
It was never a Dollar
But
Tree
but that's what I was told.
No.
That's what I was told. I was no.
They
I was.
said it was something like that.
It's something, right? But the words Dollar Tree were in there. That's remember that, okay? Dollar Tree, dollar
Tree.
right? The type of basket this person showed me to get them was one of those big ass baskets you see on
It
like
was
Twitter
a customizable basket
with like 8 different types of blunt wraps in it, big ass
weed
bag of
in
hot
it.
Cheetos.
Yes.
Weed. It did have weed.
It
in
had
there.
weed
It had
in
weed
it. Like
in
it had
there.
a lot of shit going
Honey
on.
buns, like you know the social medias. Oh, I wish Bay did this for me or get you a man like me type shit.
Yeah.
One of those type of shits.
I'd be so mad if someone got me those, man.
But here's the crazy part. He was considering it.
Yeah.
Not that big ass basket.
A basket, period.
A
though.
gift I was considering.
Okay.
I was considering a
All
gift.
right. Me being the person I am, I let them go on with this bullshit just because it had nothing to do with me.
Right.
And I was just like, whatever. But they never had the picnic. They was at my house smoking. So, but another thing that irritated me about the whole situation is that they was trying to get in his wallet. Like, and I ain't like that. So I told him about that. Like, I don't care what you do with your money, but don't buy that fucking basket.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. Yeah.
Yes.
And me doing that proved to him what a friend was.
Yes. I learned what a real friend is. I learned what I ain't gonna call no.
Fake friends.
Yeah, I was going to say something worse, but yeah. Yes, fake friends. I don't even consider them friends, just more associates.
Fake people.
Yeah, just like.
And it was some grimy shit.
Super grimy shit. Like
I didn't do anything for this man.
And I didn't. And it's different if we had beef. I ain't do shit to them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do shit to nobody.
Yeah, they were just trying to take advantage of
They
it.
were trying to take advantage.
And I've been nothing but cool to them.
Yeah, and they were mad at me that I killed their fun. But I was like, it don't matter.
That's shitty, though. Like, why would you do
shitty.
that? Like,
that is very shitty. And that's because a person like him is easy to do it to.
Yeah.
So, and you allow it to happen. That's why they were going to do it.
Yeah.
So.
I don't blame you, though, because you didn't know. You weren't aware.
Exactly. I wasn't aware.
Why would they be lying to you?
Right.
You know?
Why am I going to assume the worst? If you go around assuming the worst, granted, I'm smarter from the situation, and I've learned to read shit better and just
honestly,
put two and two
looking
together.
back at the situation, you never asked me because I would have told you.
If they actually had the picnic?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think to because I trusted what they said. And I thought we were friends.
Yeah.
But they told you I was at the picnic. So.
Right. And I just went with it because I'm just assuming, like, why would they lie to me?
And I didn't even know about the story until after they told him what happened. I was like,
And, right. And in his defense, because I asked him, like, did you know about that? And he thought it was a joke the entire time.
I did.
Yeah.
And that's why and this went on for, like, damn near months, bro.
That's crazy.
But then again, your birthday is in August. It's hot as hell outside. Y'all really thought I was going to get my big ass on a picnic blanket and be outside on the field?
Yes.
Sweating and shit.
Right. No, you should have known right then and there.
I'm not going to think of that. I'm not going to think, oh, Vontrell's not going to go outside and enjoy a summer day.
But at that point, though, you knew me well enough to know that I would not do anything like that.
Honestly, bro, that didn't come into my mind.
I don't know why. See, when people, I analyze everything, period. Like, every time something, motherfuckers can tell me the sky is blue, and I'm not going to believe them until I go and look at it my damn self. So.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
It was all types of holes in that story, but you didn't see any.
Because I was trying, because I, as someone who's been notoriously negative-minded for a while, I try not to be so negative-minded in that instance.
Nah, fuck that.
That shit was crazy.
I saw right through that shit.
I was, and that's the type of where someone tried to take advantage of me. I wasn't going to get her that big-ass bath. I'm like, that's boyfriend shit. Get you a fucking man.
But you were still going to get her something.
I was, because I felt bad because she supposedly cooked me some food and threw me a picnic. I'm
honestly, had you never known, what was you going to get her? I'm just curious.
I have no clue. It wasn't going to be that.
But it would have been like up to a $50 gift, right?
No. I'm not fucking her.
Who wants that basket anyway? Just go buy some blunt wraps. Got 99 cents.
She's
honey bun.
It was just one of those
little idiotic. I can say I don't want to say that's his friend though, so I'm trying not to be too disrespectful.
First of all, let's be clear. Don't get me wrong, I love the girls, but I don't really consider us friends. So
okay, well I'm just being respectful. So
you gotta be respectful to me. You ain't talking about Messiah or Dashe or Kiana.
Yeah,
so
to me, it just seems like some young dumb. I just want this because I see it. I'm naive and I choose to be on some grimy shit. But it is what it is.
Hey, it happened, but it's in the past.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't dwell on it, but I don't forget that shit.
Yeah, you shouldn't forget it, man.
We're gonna forever hear that story.
I know. Y'all remember that one time when these bitches tried to take advantage of me?
Yeah, the game fucked up.
Real life, bro. Real life.
Oh
so.
my gosh.
But yeah. All in all, even with that I still don't let that shit jade me when it comes to helping other people though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I know I was not gonna let one bad person But
that's different though. Helping other people and getting someone a gift is two different things.
Facts.
So
you know what? That's true.
Yeah.
So what I just said
is not even valid.
Now, nope. That's definitely true. But learn a lesson all in all. Did you guys hear about or look into the whole Justin Bieber streaming thing?
I heard about
that
it.
shit was so lame.
It was on my thing. Honestly, the song sucked.
I haven't even heard the song.
I listened to like the first 30 seconds. I was like, I'm not gonna listen to this.
That
Me
shit,
too.
But now I ain't even heard it. But
the box is definitely better than that song. So.
I'm sure. And the album's still number one.
Period.
So what he did was Justin Bieber he reshared an Instagram post saying
he had a whole little campaign trying to get people to stream their shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he literally put, guys, put it on a Spotify playlist. And once you put it on a Spotify playlist, then play it. So that way you can continuously play it in cycles and play the cycles to run it up. You're lame as fuck, bro. Like.
That's just people wanting to get number one, man.
Yeah.
I get you, bro. But, like, isn't there some type of code of honor among this shit? Like.
No.
That's not actually some people actually listening to the song.
No,
I mean, look at the people who've been tripping about this shit. DJ Khaled, Nicki Minaj, like anybody who feel compromised, they speak on it, and he felt compromised, which is why he spoke on it.
Yeah.
I don't know why he felt compromised. He was trying to circumvent it in a way and get listens that weren't even really listens though.
He still came in at number 2.
Because all that matters is
because he was trying to
the
do some other
Billboard
shit.
and the position that
the position
like,
you're in on Billboard.
It's fucking stupid, man. Like
It
I
is.
mean,
And number
like,
2 is still great.
If the song,
It
that's what I'm saying.
is.
Yeah. If the song's good, then it's gonna get streamed. You know, like you don't. If you have to tell people to stream your song just so it can get numbers, it's like maybe it's not that good, bro. Like,
But you know what? I think with him though, I think he was relying so hard on those believers, but all the believers are grown now.
true, grown as fuck.
So a lot of them is either done wrote him off or just don't care.
Or they
anymore.
listen to Harry
When's the last
Styles
time?
now.
When's the last time they dropped something?
I have no clue.
Like before the Yummy thing.
Is it too late right now to say sorry?
That
That
was
was his
how-
last project.
How long ago was
Damn,
that?
that was a while
That
ago,
was
wasn't
like
it?
4 years ago.
Really?
Damn.
2016?
No.
Yeah.
I'ma
20
find
I think
out.
that came out in like 2016.
Justin
But
Bieber's.
it's been a minute, so like
Yeah.
I didn't forget about him, but like I
Jesus,
just
yo, Purpose came out in 2015. It's been 5 years.
Boom.
Oh my.
That's what I'm saying. Like
So-
you don't drop something in 5 years. Like I don't know, man. Depending on the, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know. But not every artist can do that. So like, say for instance, like when Adele drops, it's gonna be number 1.
Of course, because people are like, it's different though. Like I don't know.
But
man,
it's a
like,
5-year gap in between her music. So like between 21 and 25, that was
But you
5
know it's gonna
years.
be good though.
It
you know what I'm
is.
saying?
It
Like,
is.
you're
Yeah.
like,
Just like Rihanna with this album that's gonna come out.
That shit about to slap.
It's gonna go number 1.
This Kendrick album about
People
to
have
slap.
people been waiting on that though. I don't
Exactly.
feel like with Justin Bieber, and I'm sure it was people who was waiting on him, but it just
not as many.
they're all
people
grown now.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
His primary fan base. I didn't mean to cut you off. Was
I was
literally
done.
okay.
I feel like we say that like
We
a
do
lot.
say it all the
Yeah.
time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off.
His primary fan base were just teenage girls who knew nothing better and were at that like obsession phase.
I mean, if you can keep in mind, Justin Bieber is our age. So
Damn,
when
that's
he,
crazy.
yeah, when he came out,
$100
I
million more dollars a week.
honestly thought
What
I'm
am I
just
doing
like,
with my life?
okay, he's gonna be a one-hit wonder, and then that's just gonna be it.
No.
But then when he turned into like this phenomenon, and then the thing with the hair, and
Yeah,
like it was just a whole thing, and it took on a whole thing of its own. And
yeah.
everybody
that
was
shit
just
nuts.
going crazy.
He took over for a minute, man.
Yeah.
Middle school, bro.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
One time.
That was a
Girls
hit.
That
love
shit was
him.
banging.
I listened to it, man. It's
Man,
a good
Somebody
song.
to Love used to be my shit.
Mhm.
So
Somebody
that and
to
Baby
Love.
with
Yeah.
Ludacris.
Ludacris came
yeah,
in. What?
Yes.
Luda.
It was over with. It was fucking over with. Like he was it. And that was it. But I feel like we've all grown up since then. And then it's too much music out here now to be focused on one person. Like, don't get me wrong,
That's
we
real.
all have our favorite people.
That's
but
real,
it's
though.
like too many new people out here now. Like
The field is definitely tougher.
Mhm.
And it's like you have to, if you're not huge, you have to stay in our faces, is what it feels
Period.
like. And while he is huge, he's not consistent.
But I don't necessarily feel if you're not huge, you have to stay in our faces because Drake been in our faces since 2009.
That nigga's huge, though.
He wasn't huge, but he's been in our faces to begin with.
Right,
though.
but if he wanted, he doesn't have to be, though.
He doesn't. Now he doesn't have to be. But
That's real.
He did.
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah. I mean, at one point in time, they all did.
I wish he wasn't in my face so I could be like,
It-
damn, I want to listen to some Drake. You know what I'm saying?
That's-
Like,
I
I
but
just
you can
always
do that
have-
though.
That's how I
I
felt.
could just take back,
It's
but
been
like,
a year since
That's
14
it.
came
No,
out.
2 years. Came on 18.
Right, but it won't be. A
but
full 2
I'm
years
talking,
since
I'm
it
talking
came
features and shit too.
And
Like, he's
out. Also,
everywhere.
when an artist is on break, you don't want to hear nothing from them.
I mean, like you could, I don't know, man. Like I'm not saying like you should just drop off the face of the earth, but like I do want like a moment of like, man, I haven't heard so and so in a minute. Like I can't wait. You know what? Like Kendrick, for example. Like
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this album.
We
you know what
literally
I'm
haven't had a
saying?
new Kendrick song since Damn.
So like I'm looking forward to that. You know, and not everyone can do that, but Drake, if you're big enough, you can just drop.
Drake can
off.
do it.
Yeah, Drake could
Yeah.
definitely do it.
He
you
could
know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, like some of the songs he's dropped
A
are
question for
good.
y'all
but-
though. So what's the difference between him and Young Thug? Because Young Thug is just
Drake?
Yeah, I'm just saying like consistency.
Oh.
Like I know the difference. I
up
know
my
that
list here.
difference.
I was
but I'm
like,
saying
yeah,
like
yeah, we gonna wrap this
Young-
podcast up.
Young Thug has been just as consistent
And Future.
as Young Thug and Future has been just as consistent as Drake.
I feel like you could argue
More.
Future's
More.
Future's
That nigga put out so
huge,
much
bro.
music.
Future's
Yes.
big as fuck.
I read an article where how he changed music because he was like one of the first people in his era to flood the streets.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
with music,
Boom.
he set that
Well, like
tone.
good mixtapes, because I'm sure motherfuckers been dropping shit, but like, no, I don't want to
Yeah,
shit.
facts. People actually fuck with. But your question, like, what's different between them and consistency?
Yeah.
Well, Drake's bigger than Thug. So here's the thing, right? I could not listen to Drake on my phone for a week, cut on my radio, and still hear Drake.
Mhm.
Young Thug's not on the radio like that. He is now at Hot.
I feel like I'll still hear Hotline Bling on the radio, and I'm like,
I feel like my kids.
the fuck?
Honestly, I feel like my kids are gonna hear Hot Blind Bling.
on the radio.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm like,
he's
oh my
always like,
God.
I can make an effort. If I make an effort to not listen to Young Thug, I won't hear them. Not trying to knock his artist because I fuck with him. But like I turned on the radio, we just now started hearing hot. Like when's the last radio record Thug had? Not trying to knock him again.
Don't stop. They keep going. I don't know the name.
I don't even know.
What was that song with T.I.? Ain't About the Money.
Yeah.
That wasn't his song though, was it?
But that's the last time we heard Thug on the radio though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he had other radio songs.
I thought it was The Horses Don't Stop. They keep going.
Never heard that song.
It's on Slime.
He's
I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's late he's late to a lot of artists.
I'm late.
Wow.
But you know, it's just like you can't get away from Drake. Drake is fucking everywhere.
You can't fault him for that. Like I'm not like
It's talent.
do your shit. You know,
Right.
like he's trying to be the biggest artist probably of all time, and I don't blame him for that. You know, but it's just like,
Do
man,
you think he's the biggest artist of all time?
no, I think Michael Jackson is.
Has anyone
that
ever-
man
Does
still?
it still count if they're dead?
Yeah, because
bro,
that music still
Bruh,
plays.
I literally was driving to my dad's crib yesterday, and I saw a billboard that said Michael Jackson live.
Was this in?
It's a fucking concert, and what is it?
what,
It's
a
probably gonna be
hologram?
either. I don't know,
Or it's
but
gonna be a
he's
listening
not
party.
even around, and he's still having concerts, and it's probably that bitch is probably sold out too.
That's
Because it's
crazy.
fucking Michael Jackson.
Where were you at? You were in Illinois?
Mm-hmm. I was driving to my dad's crib.
That's fucking nuts.
Crazy as fuck, right?
How did no one hear about that?
That doesn't surprise me. They're doing a Prince tribute later this month.
Didn't they stop the hologram? I thought when there a lawsuit like against the estate or whatever about like
It's
the
not,
hologram
it's not
thing.
going to be a hologram. It's just like a bunch of stars, like Alicia Keys, John Legend, her.
Oh, just singing his songs.
Yeah,
and
singing
stuff.
his songs and stuff like that. People he worked with. And
Yeah.
it's
That's
the
raw.
the concert is going to be on January 31st, but it won't be aired until April. So,
Damn.
Okay.
yeah. I don't know why they do that, but yeah.
But yeah, like I think I'm sure someone's passed out at Drake show, but that's right.
Oh yeah.
Because I was gonna say I don't see people passing out at Drake shows, but I thought about it. They probably have.
You probably had a bunch of little
Bitches
girls.
is losing their mind.
Yes.
Throwing bras and panties up there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shaking loose titties.
For real, man.
Like, yeah.
That's facts. But I mean,
Yeah, but you don't see Michael Jackson stood on stage for 10 minutes and motherfuckers were just dying.
It's like that Beyonce effect. Like I'm
the
not
Michael
saying,
Jackson effect because he's first.
Whatever.
Don't,
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But
don't-
you've seen.
Yeah, I'm about to
you
like-
seen did y'all didn't see Coachella? I'm assuming y'all didn't.
No.
I've seen clips
The
of it.
Netflix
I know
documentary?
she was up there.
In the
though.
first clip, she's just
She just
standing
stood there and they went crazy.
It was losing.
I
their
would
fucking
love that
mind.
feeling one day. Just
Oh my
stand
God.
there.
Even when I went to the concert and Jay-Z and Beyonce, they just came on stage. Motherfuckers was losing their minds. I was one of those motherfuckers who was losing my fucking mind.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I lose my mind. When,
Oh my
when Cole
gosh.
comes on, he just
When I go to see Kid Cudi next year, like
you're fucking losing your mind.
I'm throwing my socks, my boxers up there.
take my phone case.
Right.
Shit.
Drive my car.
Right.
Next Beyonce concert I'm going to, I'm trying to get backstage. Bitch, just put me in Entourage.
Something.
Like something.
She gonna be like, hey, security.
Right.
Oops.
Just add me on your send list. Just send me free shit. Because I need a box. Like,
But Drake, biggest artist. Do you guys feel like if Mike Jack was out now, which I do, that he'd be like way bigger than Drake?
I'm sorry. Who?
Yeah.
If Mike Jack,
Michael Jackson.
it's like say you
Mike
take
Jackson.
everything that he did at the
Say
time
his
now.
name, man.
I
But
assume we all know who
Drake,
Mike Jack is.
Drake is still a rapper.
But rap's the most popular genre on the planet.
It is. But
But
you gotta
if
keep
Michael
in mind,
was
Michael
alive-
Jackson is a pop artist.
You got to think Michael Jackson he's been in it since what, the 70s?
Yeah, with the Jackson 5s and shit.
Yeah, so he's got fans from then, the 80s and 90s, our parents, us. I mean, if you're a fan of Michael Jackson, new people,
Our
you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers would be.
grandparents are
But I
fans of
don't-
Michael Jackson.
I know Drake is a crossover artist, but he's still a rapper to me.
But that's still with streaming the way everything's changed. Rap is the most popular genre on the planet.
I get that, but you're saying your question was, do you think Michael Jackson would be bigger than
Which I
Drake
think he-
if he was
I
still
think he
alive?
would be.
I
I think
think-
he'd be the biggest.
I think Michael
he'd still
Jackson would be bigger than Drake.
He'd be the biggest artist right now.
He probably would be the biggest artist right now, but if I don't like her, so I ain't even bring up her name. So
Ooh.
it doesn't matter.
Who? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you saying if he was still alive or if he was to come out now?
if he was still alive, say you take all the music he released in his prime and just released it now, like on the same schedule, I think like Drake becomes like the number 2.
I mean, yeah.
Who are you gonna say though that you don't want to give this?
You already know how I feel about it. I don't like her, but
Who?
if that's I'm finna say it. If that's the case, Madonna should be the biggest artist ever.
Madonna.
So
How you figure that?
Why?
Because if you said if Michael Jackson was still alive, Madonna is still alive, and she is competing against people like Beyonce, Ariana Grande, those type people.
Right.
That would be her lane. So if she was to release the same stuff, like not the same stuff, but her music in her prime, like they're releasing in their prime right now, you're saying would Michael Jackson be the bigger artist? Technically, Madonna should be the bigger artist. Sometimes it's not it's not about what they did in the past. It's about the now. Especially
That's
the
real.
now is nothing but a boatload of millennials. I don't really think he would have impacted.
But
I don't know, man.
But if Rock With You came out tomorrow,
what?
I'm just
we.
But you gotta keep in mind, times were different. The younger people, when Rock With You originally came out, the younger people who were listening to that were a lot more decent than we were. So
Decent as in what?
As in like we're
Dancing and shaking butt cheeks.
We're trying to turn up.
I turn up to Rock. I turn up to Rock.
Me too, but I'm saying.
You don't think they were shaking ass back then?
But I'm saying it was more so of a personal dance thing. It wasn't more so of like just watching one person twerk or just watching.
That's true. But I mean,
real.
not.
And everyone's on their phones too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're not gonna twerk to Michael Jackson, but like you still gonna
But
be
I'm saying,
getting lit.
She'll be
But even the old videos that I used to see from Soul Train, them motherfuckers was lit. So.
Yeah. But they weren't shaking ass.
They was not. But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. It was a more personal thing. I'm saying us as millennials, I don't think. No.
I get what you're saying.
I just don't think it is.
I just pulled up some numbers real quick. Jackson's solo catalog has been streamed 16 to 17 million times each week in the United States on services Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, and that's from March 11th, 2019.
Fuck.
So that's
valid.
recent. So
valid
I mean,
as
and he's dead. Imagine if
And he's been dead for like he's been dead for almost 10 years now.
Yeah, imagine if he
He died
wasn't
in
dead.
2009.
That man would be what? Huge.
Yeah, I definitely think he'd be bigger than Drake.
He is bigger than Drake.
Yeah, probably still now.
Yeah,
Like-
that's valid. That's yeah, that's super valid.
But I'm just saying, like with the releasing music right now,
Mhm.
and I don't think it would hold much impact against the millennials. So you got to keep in mind our attention span is short, and then on top of that, if it's nothing that's gonna captivate us or hold us, we move on.
True, but so are you saying that if he released something new or his music back then?
I'm saying you said if he was to release it now, the same time that Drake was releasing his music,
Right.
you wanted to see the difference.
Yeah, I would. As like literally as if not a re-release, like a release as if, oh, hey guys, my name's Michael Jackson. Here's my new album, Thriller.
No.
You see what I'm saying? Like that initial release effect. Like say if Drake dropped his next album and then say Mike Jackson was still alive and then dropped Thriller the same day, who would take off more?
Drake and
Yes.
Michael Jackson.
Say
Debut albums.
yeah, or not even debut album, just like an album release. Like not saying a re-release of Thriller, but literally say Michael Jackson was an artist in this time.
And dropped Thriller.
Yes.
Same songs and everything.
Same songs and dropped on the same day as Drake.
I don't know. Back
I
then,
don't know,
they
man.
used to sing with a purpose. Now you don't
That's
need
true.
a
I'm
reason
talking
to
the
sing
same
anything.
exact music though.
But I'm saying his same exact music.
Yeah.
But you gotta keep in mind, the times are different. I don't think you're taking that.
But dancing is dancing.
I don't know,
bro.
man. Because
Dancing
like,
is dancing, but the time is still different.
But-
Like a lot of people our age do not want to hear old shit. So
I don't know. Michael Jackson. He's a different artist, man. He's not.
Right.
Just,
He's the
not
GOAT,
just some
bro.
old
One of the
ass
GOATs.
dude,
I don't even know
bro.
why are you even comparing him to Drake?
I'm just talking about biggest.
We're talking about just big.
Just big impact, yeah. Just impact. Not in terms of styles.
If we're talking
I'm
about
not
biggest
saying
rapper of all
style.
time. If we're talking about biggest rapper
Drake.
of all time. Eminem, number wise, is I'm pretty sure it's like the biggest. That nigga, he
Honestly,
was,
yeah. I think Drake's bigger than M.
No,
No,
when
bro.
Eminem was
Eminem
selling
was-
music, it was actually being
Bro.
sold. Now it's all about streaming. and
Eminem
shit,
was
so.
huge, and is still huge.
That's real. Has he dominated radio like Drake?
No, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if an Eminem song come on the radio, I turn.
Depends on what it is.
That,
for
that's,
me, personally.
Yeah. Like,
like I like Slim Shady more than Eminem, even though it's the same person. But Slim Shady was a good time. Eminem was depressing. So that's like the best way to describe it.
mhm.
'Cause, yeah, Slim Shady was a real good time.
And I say that because Drake's been in our faces for like the past decade on the radio, literally. So, how the fuck we even get on Drake?
You compare him to Michael Jackson. I don't know.
Let me see, cause you're talking about wishing Drake would take a break. Oh yeah, you asked about Thug and Drake. I think it's just
I'm just saying, like, y'all want him to take a break, but what's the difference between like a Future or Young Thug?
I don't listen to Future. I wouldn't. I love artists take
They're all
breaks.
going hard consistently for the past decade. So
I would love if an artist just took a break and it wasn't in my face like that.
sometimes I wish like certain like my favorite artists wouldn't take breaks because they be gone for so long, and then when they finally do come back, I be like, man, I'm loving it, but you finna go and be gone for like another 4 years after the fact. Like I can't.
What's up, little bro? You got a question? Okay.
I'm looking at this. Eminem is, for this decade on Spotify, is the 4th highest streaming artist on Spotify global, and that's for this decade. This is when he was taking over. Drake is the number 1 for this decade, obviously because he came out in this decade.
In his decade, right?
But just think, Eminem, this is even his peak of popularity, and he's number 4 over the weekend. Over all his motherfuckers. Like huge. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't even imagine how big he was when he was really popping. Like, you couldn't not hear an Eminem song on the radio. Right. You feel me?
That's real.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Eminem's like number-wise is the biggest hip-hop artist.
I assume Drake would just catch up to him at this point, but
I mean, because Eminem's still people are still listening to his shit.
People listen to Eminem forever.
Yeah, that one song, what was it? The one that he wrote the letter with?
Stan.
Yeah,
that shit is
that's
amazing.
Like probably the biggest song of his career.
No, probably. No,
I thought The Love the Way You Lie was bigger than that.
Well, that's Rihanna's.
That was
that's Eminem's
song.
That's Eminem
song.
I can see that being
Rihanna's feature, but she has her own version of that song on her album. That's probably why you thought it was hers.
Okay, that makes sense.
For sure. All right, you guys have anything else? Because let me see, we got on the list. Justin Bieber streaming. Oh, do you want to talk about the royal family?
I just want to say,
okay,
we seen that coming.
I don't give a fuck about the royal family, man.
I don't either, but we seen it coming only because they were so brutal to her in the British media. Like,
racist as shit, bro.
What do you expect somebody to do? Sit there and take that shit? No, I'm gonna go where I'm celebrated, not tolerated, and that's it on that. Wrap it up.
Eminem also has 7 albums that have passed 1 billion streams. He's the only artist to do that.
Damn.
It's huge. It was big, bro.
Damn.
Eminem's real. He is big. Let me quit lying. I'm checking on him.
Yeah, you're literally over there. Oh, okay.
Right, like, oh, okay.
I'm surprised.
Who cares?
Nah, I'm just not. I'm really not into music that's gonna depress me. And a huge chunk of his catalog is depressing to me. So, yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. Sometimes
I say that's real when I got nothing else to say.
I know.
But that's real.
Yeah.
Albums with big schemes. You guys want to talk about that?
What is an album with a big scheme to you?
You're talking about like just
like
theme?
Yeah, like a theme or like
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy type of shit?
Yeah, or like
or
schemes
like
behind
the no release thing.
Like themes or storyboards within, within, it's like Good Kid, Mad City, for example. It's a theme to it. It has a recurring premise.
Yeah.
It's the story of a day. Like, what are some of your guys' favorite albums with themes to it?
With themes?
Or it has like whether it's like one big story or it's like an album top to bottom of a day. Like
mine's like my top one and I only say this because I can listen to it day in and day out and never have an issue with it. Yes, the self-titled. And the theme in that was embracing your imperfections. So, yeah.
I should probably listen to it. I think I've heard like
you've heard all the singles off.
I've heard all the singles off, but I've never said what Beyonce albums I listened to at work, and literally, bro, she put 4 different remixes of the same song.
I hate when
First
people
of
do
all,
that, man. That's just
let's
so
be clear.
Annoying.
That shit was the song. I'm like, this shit
Well,
ain't over yet. Goddamn, I liked it.
Let me be clear. He went and listened to a deluxe version of an album. So a deluxe version is gonna have all that extra shit that you don't want to hear. Yes.
But dog, it was like the same song.
You was supposed to cut it off after the last song.
I was.
So
it's supposed to stop itself.
No.
At the last song. What the fuck are you talking about?
If you were on Tidal, you know it's not gonna stop itself. It's gonna go into whatever that last song was that was played. It's gonna play shit like that.
No.
So,
right. I was on Tidal.
Exactly. Anyway, he was listening to 4, and on the deluxe version of 4, it's like 4 different versions of Run the World. Like it's a club mix, it's a EDM mix, it's like all types of mixes.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that was your fault for continuing. Because after the original
that's on
version,
you.
I would have cut it off. Like,
Y'all
that
ever
would
seen
have been
those? Y'all ever seen those albums where it's like it's just a remix album of the same song? There's like 10 of them. The same. I'm like,
No.
I mean, yeah,
I've seen
Tony's
it.
last
Yeah,
album.
it's just so no. Like a remix of one
That's
song.
a sample,
It's
bro.
a song,
Again, damn.
It's a song, and then there's just like 10 remixes, and that is like
That's
all
And
that's on it.
that
I'm
shit
like,
is
They did it with the Cardi B song "I Like It." It was
I'm like,
one song. It was the
Jesus
original
Christ.
song, and then it was the all Spanish version, and then it was the club mix, and then it was another mix, and yeah.
I'm like, I don't want.
It's a
Like,
lot.
I wonder who actually downloads that.
Well,
I'm like,
it's
A good one.
You're right. Well, it just depends, because I know, like, if I hear another mix of a song and it's a good mix, I'm gonna go listen to it. Like,
I'm
something
not saying
different,
like not listening to remixes, but like if you're making 10, 20, 30 remixes
Who
of the
was
same
listening to that
song,
shit?
like like
Yes.
who's gonna be like
Yeah.
yes, boop, and put that shit on, you know?
See, it's a Run the World Cascade Club remix, Run the World Red Top Club remix, Run the World Jochin Sims Club remix. I'm sitting there, I'm like, I didn't know this song was this fucking long. I'm like, this is new to me, but goddamn. All right, wrapping up. Go give me social medias. No, you're good.
PB.
Unless y'all got more.
Oh, that shit.
Okay.
PBugs, PB00GS. Find me on there everywhere. I'm in that bitch.
and you know what? I got one more thing to say before I give y'all my social media.
What is it, sir?
This ain't for you. This is for the people. Ivy Park is dropping January 19th, and I just want y'all to go cop it. That's it. That's all. You can hit me up on all social media at Vontrellduh, because it's Vontrellduh.
Feel free to send us a check, Beyonce.
Period. And I'm still waiting on that box fee.
Please feel free to send us a check.
I just want everybody to be in Ivy Park.
Dude is
That's all.
ridiculous.
Get your Ivy Park people. It's with Adidas.
I love
Stripes
the
over
box
checks.
though. Checks over stripes.
Nah, stripes over checks.
So much for a Nike sponsorship.
I'm just talking shit.
Devonn Overstreet on all platforms. ISD on YouTube. What?
No. I'm looking at these pictures.
Devonn Overstreet on all platforms. ISD on YouTube. ISD on all podcasting platforms and YouTube as well. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have a great week and please be safe.
And that's it on that.